Hello, everyone. While everyone is talking about the AI boom and digital startups, a silent giant is powering India's rise to a $5 trillion economy. It is the electrical infrastructure sector. Without the robust network of transformers, switchgears, and transmission lines, our smart cities and high-tech factories would stand still. Today, we dive deep into why this sector is the backbone of India's growth and why investors are suddenly paying very close attention. From the massive 24/7 power initiatives to the modernization of our aging grids, the transformation is monumental. We are looking at a complete overhaul of how power is moved across the subcontinent. Join us as we uncover the scale, the players, and the massive financial potential of the Indian power infrastructure landscape.
India's appetite for energy is growing at an unprecedented rate. In the last year alone, we saw a record peak demand of nearly 240 gigawatts. This isn't just a seasonal spike, it's the result of rapid urbanization and the Make in India manufacturing push. To keep up, India needs to double its generation capacity, but more importantly, it needs to upgrade the equipment that delivers this power. We are seeing a shift from simple power availability to quality power. The government's push for 24/7 electricity for every household means the reliability of the backbone infrastructure is now a national priority. For an investor, this translates to a long-term, multi-decadal growth story. The biggest disruptor in the power sector is the shift to renewables. India has set an ambitious target of 500 gigawatts of non-fossil fuel capacity by 2030. But here's the catch: solar and wind energy are intermittent. You need a highly sophisticated and flexible transmission grid to handle these fluctuations. This requires advanced STATCOMs, high-voltage DC lines, and smart transformers. We are not just building more of the same, we are building a smarter, greener grid. This transition is attracting billions in FDI and domestic capital. The infrastructure companies that can provide these specialized green tech solutions are the ones currently leading the order books. To move power from the renewable-rich deserts of Rajasthan and coasts of Gujarat to the industrial hubs, India is expanding its transmission highway. We are looking at the addition of over 27,000 circuit kilometers of transmission lines in the coming years. This is part of the One Sun, One World, One Grid vision. Power Grid Corporation of India and several private players like Adani Energy Solutions and Sterlite Power are competing for these massive interstate projects. The scale of these projects is mind-boggling, involving thousands of kilometers of conductor wires and massive substation expansions. For the electrical equipment industry, this is a goldmine of orders. Who are the companies building this infrastructure? It's a mix of global heavyweights and homegrown champions. Companies like ABB India, Siemens, and GE T&D provide high-end technology for grid automation and substations. On the other hand, Indian majors like KEC International, Kalpataru Projects, and Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited dominate the EPC and manufacturing space. These companies are currently sitting on record-high order books, some with 2 to 3 years of revenue visibility. When analyzing these stocks, professionals look at their book-to-bill ratios and their ability to manage raw material costs like copper and aluminum, which are crucial for this sector. The government is not just a bystander, it is the primary driver. The Revamped Distribution Sector Scheme, or RDSS, has an outlay of over 3.03 lakh crore rupees. This scheme aims to reduce the losses of state-run discoms and improve their financial health, which in turn allows them to buy more equipment. Furthermore, the Production-Linked Incentive, or PLI schemes, are encouraging local manufacturing of high-efficiency solar modules and advanced batteries. These policy tailwinds have created a moat for the domestic industry against cheap imports. For an investor, understanding these policy shifts is crucial to identifying which subsectors will receive the most capital inflow. Financially, the electrical equipment market in India is expected to grow at a CAGR of 10 to 12% over the next decade. We are seeing margin expansion in many companies as they move from low-value products to high-tech integrated solutions. However, investors should be cautious about valuations, as many stocks in this space have already seen significant run-ups. Look for companies with strong balance sheets, low debt-to-equity ratios, and a diversified client base that includes both government and private industrial capex.
This is not a short-term trade. It is a fundamental play on India's industrialization. The silent giant is finally getting its due in the capital markets. To wrap up, the Indian power infrastructure sector is in a sweet spot. The convergence of rising demand, the green energy transition, and supportive government policies has created a perfect storm for growth. As India cements its place as a global manufacturing hub, the companies providing the electrical backbone will be the primary beneficiaries. Whether you are an entrepreneur looking for supply chain opportunities or an investor looking for the next multi-bagger, this is a sector you cannot afford to ignore. Keep an eye on the quarterly earnings and the progress of the national grid. The silent giant has woken up. Thank you for watching, and remember to stay informed and stay invested.